so good. Thanks.
You want a war? You're going to get one.
What was that? He had no time for one more play.
He had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
the brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys game.
You literally.
The brother screwed us. The brother screwed us. He had one man opportunity for one more play.
Dallas still stinks. You might do way, kick dig back here. Let me tell the Cowboy fans right off the bat, he's gonna screw you again this year. As soon as you get into December, you stink. Now, with that said, what is going on, everybody? How you guys doing? Hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you're hanging in there. Chris North, what is going on? John O'Malley, Art 27 McQueen, Carefree Noel, thank you for being here. Dave Walker, Carlos, Ryan, Jay, Sean, Eagles 1278, thank you for being here, guys. Barry, appreciate it. Mr. International, my man, how are you? Sylvan the Great, thank you for being here. Brody, thank you. See, Jerry's here. Anybody I missed, I apologize as people kind of come in. And look, there's a few things I want to talk about today. The obvious one is the offensive coordinator, Mannion, getting up there in a press conference, giving his first press conference. I have to tell you, I was super impressed. I thought he was calm, cool, collective. I thought he got it with the things that he said. And you can't tell me just by the press conference, this isn't night and day different than Patullo. I can't remember one press conference with Patullo that I actually enjoyed. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very excited about that. I want to talk about that. Also, there's a couple other things. Obviously, Fangio spoke as well. He talked about he's going to be here 2 more years, which is great. I think Clint Hurts should just be ready to go, waiting in the wings. And that was good. But the one thing I thought was kind of interesting is people are making a big deal today about Cooper DeJean, safety. Cooper DeJean going to play safety, going to play safety. Of course he's going to play safety in base defense. In base defense, he's going to play safety because if he doesn't play safety, you have to take him off the field. You don't take him off the field. This is nothing new. This is what they did last year. People are acting like it's some big change from their philosophy with DeJean. It's not. He's still mostly going to be in the slot. He's still mostly going to be there. So I think they're making a big deal about it. And then the other thing, and we'll talk about this too. This whole thing with A.J.Brown. Did you guys see the latest? Shout out to Max McGee. I kind of enjoy his acts. You guys should check him out. But he did a whole thing where it said, could A.J. Brown be a Charger? And the reason he said it was because in Philly, the Chargers got their plane there. And apparently it's going to be there the next 3 or 4 days. So this is leading to a lot of speculation with the end of the month coming that maybe the Chargers are in town to directly negotiate a trade for A.J. Brown. Maybe even talk to A.J. Brown if he's in the area at the time. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And Max McGee did it, and a shout out to him. So with that, really, there's 2 things I want to show you guys in terms of what I liked out of Mannion, and then I'm going to turn this whole thing over to you guys. So the first thing, I'm trying to remember which clip is which clip now. Well, there are 2. There's one with kind of like his philosophy, like how he was going to use the offense, and then he talked about Jalen Hurts. I believe this one is about the offense, but it may be about Hurts. But check this out.
Obviously, there's things I believe in, and there's things that schematically, I have a background in, but ultimately it's going to be a blend, and it's constantly going to evolve, and it's all with that exact goal in mind that you just said, right? It's about maximizing things for the players, how to make the Eagles the best team we can be, how to make the Eagles offense the best it can be, and how to put all of our players in a position to really, really succeed and maximize their strengths.
So what I love about this and what he said was he didn't just say, we're going to basically do what I want to do and the philosophy that I have, and that's going to be it. Because I think that's what they kind of tried to do last year. We want to run our prevent offense, and we don't care if it doesn't really mesh, and we don't care if it's the right time. We're going to do it, and everybody's going to have to adjust to it. What he's saying is we are going to use our philosophies of the things we want to do, but we're also going to take the things that the players do well, and we're going to put them in the best position to win and be successful. That, to me, is completely opposite 180 of what we got from Patullo last year. So I really, really, really like that a lot. You know what I mean? If I went, the best part of Vic was staying for at least 2 more years. Yeah, it's great. It's absolutely great. 10 days before we could be done with the AJ. I know, K-Guns, I get it. But I did. I liked that a lot. Because to me, I feel like that, and I said this before, with that offense last year, they handcuffed these players. You can't have a bunch of Kobe Bryants on a basketball court and then sit there and tell them not to be stone cold killers in the fourth quarter. That's basically what I think they did last year with the Eagles. They said, all right, we got all these guys that are stone cold killers, and we're gonna have them be passive. And they forced it down their throat. I absolutely hated that. Hated it. It's nice to see that somebody is going to actually take into account what players do well and put them in the best position to win, you know? Yes, 10 more days for AJ. Bye, Felicia. Go Birds. I hear ya. Daz, what's going on? Hey, Philly, what was Mark talking about 2029 kicking ball? So Mark has this whole thing where he's like, well, the Eagles, they may be in a situation okay right now with their cap, but in 2029, they're going to pay the price. They're going to pay the price. Don't worry. So he's worrying about 2029 and the salary cap implications then. Which is funny because in 2016, he was saying the same thing. He was saying in 2020, the Eagles are going to be in trouble with the cap. And here we are 10 years later, and we're still doing the same thing. That's what he's just looking for any reason, to basically put the Eagles down. The one, Christopher Michael, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. He goes, Mannion seems like a smart guy, but I still have my doubts about the passing game. The defense hasn't and won't be the issue this year. It's the O. Well, I mean, is that because you just don't think that Hurts could be consistent enough of a passer? Or do you think that, is it because you think that Sirianni's going to get his hands into that offense and mess it up? Or do you think the offensive line, what do you think the reasons are for that? I mean, I think he's got to prove himself, no doubt about it. But I felt that it was refreshing. Literally, I wanted to wring Kevin Patullo's neck every week listening to. I couldn't stand his press conferences, and it really started from his introductory offensive coordinator press conference last year when he did it. So yeah, I mean, you got to do it. You got to do it. That's for sure. Yeah, rest in peace, Kyle Busch. That's kind of crazy. I mean, I don't watch NASCAR because I don't get the whole idea of want to watch a guy just do one left turn. But yeah, I mean, that's horrible. That what happened. He was a good driver. Yeah, I mean, it's horrible. Yo, Philly, what's going on, my guy? I saw it, and Mark was saying delusional. Yeah, Mark is way delusional, man. Way delusional. And the other thing that Mannion said, and the last thing I'll play, and then I'll turn it over to you guys exclusively, was he talked about the Jalen Hurts and what it's like to kind of work with Jalen Hurts so far. I mean, we heard a lot of things about Jalen Hurts not being easy to work with, just a bunch of crap that nobody believes. So this is what Mannion had to say about Jalen Hurts.
I think Jalen's been outstanding in the meetings, and I think having gone through multiple coordinators and stuff, you can tell he's a really capable learner, and that's been really fun to work with on a daily basis. I think there's always going to be some degree of connection, and like I said, it's a blend of all the things that he's really thrived in here, and some of the new things we're bringing to the table. But it's been a great process to get to really build this thing from the ground up with him and with our staff, and I think we're really being deliberate with the teaching and building this thing with a strong foundation, because it's constantly being built, it's constantly evolving. We're always looking at how can we make this better. So that process has been great so far.
So that's what he said about Jalen Hurts, and those are all great, great things. The other thing I'll say, and then I'll turn it over to you guys, that I really liked was he started talking about footwork, right? So he's talking about fundamentals, that fundamentals are important, footwork is important. That is something that has been so lost since what's-his-face left for the Colts, because since Steichen left for the Colts, you don't hear them talk about footwork anymore. You don't hear them talk about Jalen Hurts stepping up in the pocket anymore. And, the bad habit that Jalen has sometimes is he bails out too early, rolls to his right. And this is something they used to talk about preventing, and he had to work on. And then they just forgot about it. If Mannion gets in there and starts working on his footworks, make sure he's not bailing to the right, get him to step up in the pocket, Jalen will be so much more effective. It's not even funny. So I was very, very impressed with Mannion, just about as impressed as you can be for a guy that hasn't even called a play yet. So, whatever you could be at this point, the highest level, I'm there. And I can't wait to see more from him, It's gonna be fun. Fabio, thank you for the super chat, my man. I appreciate it. He said, did Jalen turn his back on AJ and then got bitter? I don't know. What do you mean turn? What do you mean? And thank you for the super chat. But what do you mean turn his back on him? Like in what way? Like I don't really understand. Like they've had some sort of falling out, right? Friendship wise, but that doesn't mean they can't do stuff business wise and play on the same team and stuff. But I'm not sure exactly what you're asking. Loving life in Alaska. Is it right now? Is it like daylight 24/7 right now? So you get 40 minutes a night? I would go nuts. I think I would go nuts. I'm 100% ready to move on from Nolan. If Howie could get a decent 2027 pick for him. I think Nolan's a very interesting piece in terms of potential trades if you wanted to go that route. If you wanted to bring in another pass rusher, he could be somebody that you put out there. I'm at this point for me, unless I'm getting somebody that's an upgrade, I probably will just keep him and hopefully he has a breakout year, John Wilson, what's going on, my man? How are you? How you doing, man? Christopher Mike said, we had top 5 passing O-line in terms of protection last year. If the first read wasn't there, he bailed out. Yeah, I mean that's one of the bad habits that he has to work on. And when Steichen was there, it went down, and he was much better. I don't think that's something I don't think it's a fatal flaw. I think it's a bad habit that comes up. I also think that the first read and then he bails out sometimes is because the routes and the play calling and the play design was so piss poor that he had no choice. There was just nothing there. Have you ever seen when they showed like Devontae Smith or A.J.Brown and the weekly route trees that they run compared to Jamar Chase or somebody else? It's so basic that of course defenses are going to have that on lockdown. And I wonder how much that really hurt them. My theory is that I think that the flaws and the things and the complaints that you people have on Hurts, not that he doesn't have any responsibility towards it, he does, but I think a lot of it was because of the scheme, the coaching, and the inability to put your players in the best position. That's what I think. And I think that changes this year. And if it doesn't, then I think it's fair to criticize Hurts with those things. Tiffany, what's up? Says 500, did you see the Chargers private jet was in Philly? Yeah, apparently it's going to be there a few days. We talked about this a little earlier. And apparently, yeah, it's going to be there a few days. So make it what you want. But I know everybody's talking like, trade with the Chargers. Derwin James is the name that comes to mind. I would love Derwin James. I would absolutely love him. But I don't know if that's the way the Eagles want to go about it. A.J. Brown would be a number 3 receiver on the Cowboys offense. I disagree. I disagree with that. Too nice. Thank you for the super chat. I kind of want a big receiver still. I would love to trade someone like Cortland Sutton, although I think it's unlikely. Yeah, I know. I like to have a big receiver as well. I think, man, I don't know. I'm still all in for Jeremiah Smith next year. Why not? The Eagles have proven that they're willing to give up multiple first-round picks to get receivers, and they'll do it in a row. Wouldn't it be cool, though, if you did get, like, a stud receiver, whether it's Jeremiah Smith or somebody else, like if there's a big outside receiver that's a stud, he's available when you're picking, he's the best player on the board, you take him. I would take him because, you would then have Lemon and another receiver that would both be on rookie contracts for like 3 to 4 years. That would be amazing. I would hope with as many legit route runners as we have now, we'll actually implement a legit NFL route tree, or we are just going to run verts and comebacks. I know. It's crazy. I mean, even look at the run game. I mean, how many times do they run the same running play in the same gap? Everybody knows where they're going with the ball. It was simple, basic offense. And what would happen was they would have all week, they would plan like, a good 15-play script. They'd come out, they'd move the ball for like a quarter and a half. Defenses would adjust. And then once the defense adjusts, Patullo was a sitting duck. And then it would take like a fourth quarter drive by Hurts doing it himself to basically put the nail in the coffin on a game. That's how it was like almost every week. Is it difficult to play two different positions like Fangio plans on having Coop do because responsibilities of nickel and safety seem widely different? I hate to diminish it in a slot. I don't think so. I think outside corner and nickel corner, I think are harder than safety and nickel corner, because what you're seeing a lot of nickel corners get converted into safeties in today's NFL. I think that's an easier transition than going to the outside. See, I think eventually the plan with Cooper DeJean is this year he's going to play nickel corner, he's going to play safety and base. I think eventually they're going to let him go outside as well. And I think one day when he's at his prime, at his peak, he will be basically a Swiss Army knife every week. It's like, who do we matching Cooper DeJean up with this week? Oh, we need him on the outside. Oh, we need him as safety. No, we need him covering a tight end. That's what I think they eventually do with him. But I think it's an easier transition to go nickel corner and safety than nickel corner outside. Cooper's going to play safety a few plays a game. He played safety before at Iowa. Yeah, and he did it last year too. He did it last year at points in base. Because the problem is if you're in base defense, that means that the nickel corner comes off the field. You don't want to take Cooper DeJean off the field. So if you move him to base safety, then he stays on the field. Vashawn, what's going on, my man? Jeremiah Smith will be a top 3. I hope we don't have. No, I'm thinking the Patriots trade us a 2027 first, and then this whole Rossini and Vrabel thing blow up in their face, and somehow we get in this position, and maybe we're picking like 6 or 7, and then there's a team at 3 that wants to trade out. Maybe the Eagles can move up, or maybe 4 because a bunch of quarterbacks. They decide a bunch of quarterbacks are going to go. I don't know. Just got to get really lucky. No doubt about it. They're saying Dattavian Wicks is their physical receiver. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I don't see him as a physical receiver. We'll be drafted 32 next year. 32. A lot of teams will try to tank this year. Yeah, I think so. I mean, this is supposed to be like a really, really big, like really top-heavy first round. Like supposedly you're going to have first round talent spilling into the second round. That's what they're talking about. So this is a deep draft, supposedly. I would trade for Antonio Johnson all day. He's still, yeah, I like him too. The question is would they do that though? Derwin's older, but I get it. I like the kid. Where's all this Gonzalez shit coming from? Too many of y'all been playing Madden with the forced trades on. I don't know what happened today. Did something pop up with Christian Gonzalez? I have a conspiracy theory. Where it's come from me, I got a conspiracy theory that the Eagles use the Devontae Smith softball game as a front to recruit players they might want to trade for. Because he's done it 5 years, and 4 of the 5 years, players that have played on it were traded or ended up with the Eagles. And last year, Parsons was almost that guy. And it was almost 5. And this year, Christian Gonzalez shows up. Why is he showing up to Devontae Smith's softball game of all years? That's where I'm like, I'll keep an eye on this. But I don't think it'll happen. I would say 20% chance. We got Rick Woolen, no need for Gonzalez. If you could get Gonzalez for 2 years, and just let's say 2 years, you're going to have him, would you do it? You know that you can't extend them all, right? But you got him cheap for 2 years. I think I would do it. I mean, because how many times are you going to have three of the best corners on the same team like that? Big Sarge, what's going on? How are you? And make sure if you guys haven't, hit that like. Make sure you guys subscribe. Please. We only got 68 likes. We need at least 100 likes. At least. Yeah, Woolen's here for 1 year. Woolen, if he plays it right, he is going to have a good year. He's going to get paid big money, and he's going to leave. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, Lord Vaughn. Gonzalez on the outside. And look, Howie would be like, yeah, look, you're coming for 2 years, and then you're a free agent. I'll get a compensatory pick because I got to sign the other 2 guys. But for this 2-year window, I've got legitimately the best secondary in football. I mean, that would be sick, in my opinion. That would be crazy. I never put anything past Howie. I don't expect that to happen. But I do expect the Patriots to have to give up a first-round pick in 2027. And I know they want to give up a 2028, but I think that they're not going to have a choice. I do. I think they're not. Let me do this here real quick. Okay, boom. Hey, Philly, get ready for our 3rd ring. There you go. Are we winning the Super Bowl again? Hell yeah, we are. Let the bidding war begin. I agree. Man. Fangio already sounds like he wanted to extend Woolen. Oh, really? I don't remember what he said about Woolen, but that's good. I mean, Woolen is a huge upgrade over Adoree Jackson. He just is. He's a gigantic upgrade over him. The Patriots trading Gonzo for an aging, expensive wide receiver would be one of the dumbest trades ever. Would we take Gonzo 1,000%? Will it happen? No. I'll take a mid-round and a first for AJ and move on. Yeah, I mean, most likely you're right. You're right. Most likely. But I still think that something's up with that Devontae Smith softball game. Nobody's going to convince me otherwise. Have I missed anything? Nah, not too much. We can never afford Gonzo. He would have to pay him $40 million plus. We'd have to pay $40 million plus. We pay. No, you don't. You don't do that because you don't pay him an extension. You don't give him an extension. You just get him for 2 years. It's just an all-in situation for 2 years. You're going to get him cheap. You're not going to sign him. They picked up. The Patriots haven't extended him. They picked up his option year, so he's got 2 years left on his contract. Bring him in for 2 years. Well, what the hell? I mean, I don't think it'll happen either, but boy, that would be interesting. Not trading AJ for a 2-year rental that guarantees a Super Bowl. It's teams that never won Super Bowl 60-plus years existence. Yeah, I mean, I think when you got a chance to be that good in the secondary, you do it. No, you can't pay everyone. I agree. Are we going to see Matt LaFleur influence with the scheme? Everyone talks about Shanahan, McVay. Yeah, I think you're going to see some of it. I would assume. But I also think that, like, you know, like when I was on Cilio's show, he keeps talking about like West Coast, I think that they're going to mold the offense. They're going to do the things they want to do, but they're going to mold the offense in what the Eagles do good and do well. What we have to hope for, and to me the most important thing is Cam Jurgens and Landon Dickerson have to be healthy. They've got to come back healthy. If they come back healthy and this run game gets going, they're going to beat everybody. They're going to beat everybody. Because if they can run the ball with the defense they have, forget about it. You need Cross. What's going on? So what do we think about the Chargers plane being? I don't know. You know? It's like, what's the Chargers plane doing? I don't know. Maybe they wanted a cheesesteak. They wanted to come see Joey Bortolino. I don't know. No, I don't know. I mean, it's an interesting theory, but do they really need to, like, in all truthfulness, do they really need to fly to Philly to try to negotiate? I mean, you could do it over the phone. You could do it on FaceTime. So, I don't know. The only thing I can think of is if AJ was in Philly in town and they wanted to try to convince him and they had permission to talk to him. You know, something like that maybe. But otherwise, I mean, you never know. You never know. Shane says 500. I say keep AJ. If you trade him to the Chiefs or Jags, maybe Chargers, anywhere but New England. I get a 27 first and Gonzo, but I don't want to trade AJ. I'm thankful for AJ. I'm 18 and seen him since 12. Wow. Yeah. Look, you know, you're lucky to be that young and have the talent around that we have and be able to watch it. I prefer to keep AJ too. I'm not going to lie, you know, because to me, you know, we talk about like Christian Gonzalez with Cooper DeJean and Quinion. To me, you have that now. If you kept AJ on the offensive side of the ball, you would have A.J.Brown, Devontae Smith, and then Mekhi Lemon in the slot, and then Wicks could come in as your four. I mean, dude, nobody's stopping that. It just doesn't sound like it's going to happen, though, you know? Now, Derwin James is older and is paid, so if we could trade AJ to the Chargers for a pick and Derwin, I'd do that. Yeah, well, how old is Derwin James, by the way? Let me see. I want to see what his cap number is. I don't know what. Let me see what he is. Derwin James. Chargers. They keep changing their name from San Diego to the Chargers. All right. So Derwin James he's 30 years old. So he's probably got a good 3-4 years left. Minus, you know, unless he's banged up or anything like that. But his cap number is this. It's 23. Oh, geez. It's 23 million and 24 million. So he's got 1 year left on his deal, and he's got 24. He's basically $24 million cap number. Let me see after post June 1st trade. They would save $17 million. So the Eagles, it would cost the Eagles about $8 million. No, wait. It would cost the Eagles about $17 million to get him. Maybe you restructure. Let's see if they restructure. Nothing. Nah. I mean, I guess I could see why the Chargers might want to let him go. He's 30. He's making a lot of money. I mean, 23, 25 million for a safety is a lot. I mean, what did Reed Blankenship got like $8.5 million, something like that, right? Yo, 500, how are you doing? Giants signed stupid. I know. Can you believe the Giants re-signed that? The Giants actually signed. They actually extended that GM. What a stupid team. Stupid. It's crazy. I love it, though. Thank you. Jerry Potter, thank you for Super Chat. Gonzo in 2027 second for AJ would be like that. I don't think. I think if you did it, the Eagles, I think it would be at best for the Eagles, it would be even swap. Otherwise, the Eagles may have to give up AJ and a pick because he's younger. I hope Manny doesn't hesitate to bench Dickerson and Jurgens if they continue to struggle. I agree. I read that Gonzo thing has started because Gonzo needs an extension, but the GM can't pay him and AJ big money. Well, that would open the door. Well, I mean, if you're New England, you just keep him for 2 years and not sign him. He's not going to be happy. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I don't know. I think there's before the Devontae Smith softball game, I said 1% chance. Now I say 20% chance, but it's probably still not happening. My man, what's going on? What's going on? Bird section. 35, what's good, big dog? I hope I made you proud last night. You always make me proud, my man. You did. You definitely did. You are the man. And everybody, go check out Bird Section. I mean, that's a great channel. Bird Section, great channel. Love it. Great guys over there. So go check out my man Leo and everybody. It's great. Philly, did you see the guys at St. Joseph playing basketball? Everyone looks healthy to me, especially the online guys. No, I haven't. I didn't see it. I mean, I'm hearing that, like Landon and Cam are saying that they feel the best they felt in a long, long time. That's great news. Becton landed that play in Philly. Well, Becton got cut. He don't play for them anymore. Jay Koch, what's going on? Yo, Philly Lemon were selected because they fit the quick hitter system. Do you think they step right in and deliver above it? I think so. I do. Yeah, I think he's going to be good. The more I watch him, the more I like him, and the more I think he fits right in. I do. The Pats are scared 500. They know they will be bad, so they want to get AJ for cheap and keep their own first-round pick so they can boost their roster. I know. It's true. I mean, look, with the whole Diana Rossini thing going on, that's not going to leave Vrabel anytime soon. So that's going to be like following him around. Then you look on top of it, they didn't play anybody with like above 500. They didn't beat anybody above 500 last year, right? I don't think they beat anybody. This year they got a tougher schedule. I think they're set up, and I know New England people are nervous. So the radio channels are nervous because they're hearing all these other teams are getting involved in the A.J.Brown sweepstakes. But they may be, at the end of the day, it may be the best place to go because if they give you a 2027 first, they may not have a great season. That may become a top 15 pick. Let me try to catch up here. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Let's see. No, I don't think I did. Let me see. Just hand us a trophy now if we get Gonzo or Derwin. Oh, man, that'd be crazy. Glad to hear Michael Carter is getting a look at safety. Yeah, and it makes sense. Here's another guy, nickel corner, that was really good at nickel corner a few years ago. Possibly can make that transition. It's the truth. No question about it. And I gotta tell you, no question about this really, really quick. All right, because I gotta tell you what I love. And Prize Pick is America's #1 sportsbook app. It's the best place to earn cash while watching sports. The app is really easy to use, legal in just about all 50 states, California, Florida, Texas. You more or less pick a few players, boom, you lock in. And now they offer a whole team section. And in the team section, if you go there, and this is what I've been loving right now, right? One of the questions that they have is, where is A.J. Brown going to end up? You can actually play this. And I've actually played a few different versions, but one of them that I took was him staying in Philly. These are really good odds if he stays in Philly. So I took him to stay in Philly, and that plays that. And we'll see if that wins me a little bit of straddle or not. But if you like this and you want to do something similar, check it out. Just download the app. It's in the description. Use promo code HMA. First $5 entry, you'll get $50 in lineups. That's $50 in lineups for a $5 entry. Use promo code HMA. Shout out to Prize Picks. And see if you can pick where A.J. Brown is going to end up. Because I'm telling you, anything can happen. Anything with Howie Roseman. No question about it. So check that out. And shout out to Prize Picks. I still think J.J. Addison is going to be going to the Patriots. Vikings will tank for Manning and the other quarterback in 26th of the draft. If you were going to a star wide receiver, go for J.J. over A.J. You think, wait a second, you think that Justin Jefferson's on the, yeah, I mean, I keep hearing his name. So you think that you think that they're going to go basically try to get Manning? It's interesting. I don't know. I think they're going to give McCarthy a chance. I don't think they're going to trade Jefferson. I don't. I think AJ's going to. Yeah, you may be rock to our test. You may be right. They're getting involved. I don't know how many people believe they're really, really serious, but they are involved. We're definitely running the ball this year. That opens up play action for the quick hitters to Lemon and Smitty for a lot of yak. Wicks is our possession guy. Goddard and Stowe will eat up defensive backs on the team. I agree. And here's the thing. You're going to see a lot of quick passes, too. So you're going to, you know how they say the quick passes are basically like a run? Like, I think you're going to see the Eagles in a lot of third and short situations this year. A lot more than last year because they're going to use a short passing game. And hopefully they use the running backs out of the backfield in the passing game. And then if Barkley runs the ball well, that takes everything to another level. I will say Barkley looks 15, 20 pounds lighter to me. I don't know if you guys have seen him, but he looks like quite a few guys look like they're actually in much better shape. Like, I think a lot of guys did not do a whole bunch last all season, because you won the Super Bowl and you went to February and guys needed a rest. I think you're getting a lot of guys who look like they're really good shape. Even Nolan Smith in that mugshot, he looks like he bulked up. He looked great, except for the fact they got arrested, but he looked great. Jalen Carter looks like, dude, he looks like he's about to destroy people this year. I think it's going to be a good year for us. I love our defense. We're going to be like the Toy Eagles D sack machine, scaring people. Please, oh God, have our D be terrifyingly good again and let us run the ball so much. Then pass second. I don't want PTR. What's PTR? I can't remember. Well, speaking of PTR, we need a return game. Like, we need a return game. The one thing I would like to see somehow, and I don't know who they got brought in that can do it, but dude, we had one of the worst starting field positions in football. And you could go, when you start at the 20 and you start at the 15 and the 16-yard line, you have to get like 3-4 first downs just to get to midfield. And then what happens? The Eagles get up to midfield, then there's a penalty. These other teams, they get the ball at the 40-yard line. They make 2 passes and they're in field goal range. Like, we've got to upgrade our return game because it kills us. If we could have better starting field position, it would cause a lot more drives with touchdowns than we got. I think one of the most underrated things that the Eagles never address, that never gets talked about, is the return game. They don't do it. They don't put enough emphasis in it. Mayday, what's going on? How are you? 500, did you know that we are headed to the Super Bowl? The trajectory since 21 under Hurts has been a wild card, Super Bowl, wild card, Super Bowl, wild card. That means this year a Super Bowl run. Yeah, you're right about that. Also, did you see the conspiracy theory about the colors of the Super Bowl logo? It looks like Eagles are going back, according to that. Yeah, let the bidding war begin. I agree. Yeah, I hope Jake Elliott gets his together too, right? Billy Space Coast says, oh, well, tell him thank you. What is up with BG? I don't know. I mean, we haven't heard a whole lot from BG yet, but I think, in my opinion, I think he's coming back. I think he's coming back. But I mean, we'll see. We got 372 people in the chat. Make sure you hit that like. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Let's get those likes up. No question about it. You need to upgrade over Covey, Richie. I mean, just put something into it. Now, maybe Lemon could do it. I don't know. But, man, we need a return game because we had one of the worst starting field positions. And I'm telling you, I look at these other teams, especially with the juice ball and these kickers. They get the ball, they make 2 passes, and they're in field goal range. We have to get like 5-6 first downs just to get to the 50. We get to like the 45, and then there's like a holding call. It's so frustrating. If we can improve that area, I mean, yeah, it would be huge for us. No question about it. Oh yeah, but what's going on? How are you? Farter, what's going on with you? 500. It was up to Mark Holmes. Any Eagles that littered walked or was caught speeding, he would receive the death. I know. I haven't listened to any of Mark's stuff on it, but I imagine he's like, they blame Dallas all the time and look at the Eagles, stuff like that. But whatever. Oh, I missed your comment. My bad. Yes, Tiffany, absolutely. Smash that like button. And BG on the Eagles depth chart, look it up. Oh, is he really? Really? Let me look it up. Is he under contract? I thought he only signed a 1 year. He must be coming back. He must be coming back. Let me see roster here. Let's go depth chart. Yeah, she's right. Brandon Graham is on the depth chart. He's considered, well, I will say this, though. They still have, they don't have Jonathan Grenard in here. So I don't know how updated this is. But, yeah, I think there's a good chance BG comes back. Chris, he says, Mannion legit sounds like a genius. KP was smug like, I have been here the whole time, nothing will change. I agree. Totally agree with you. Like I said that earlier at the beginning, like, I used to listen to Patullo's press conferences, wanted to wring his neck. Like, he just drove me crazy. And he was full of excuses. It was, and yeah, I think Mannion Smith sounds way smarter. I mean, I really was impressed with Mannion. As impressed as you can be with a guy at this point that, you're in spring going into summer and he hasn't called a play yet. He said about everything you possibly could want. Gregory says, hey, Philly, I'm betting a stack of prize pick that if A.J. Brown was on the Cowboys offense, he's going to on the bench. I like it. But he ain't going there. You know who I do think that you got to watch out for with the Cowboys? This is just my opinion. Watch out is Josh Sweat. Josh Sweat gets traded. If I'm the Cowboys, I get in on that. Like, definitely. Because I don't think Dallas is as great as they all think that Dallas is going to be this year. Like, I don't think their all season was that impressive. it was better than typical Cowboys. But I don't think it changed the game. I don't think it changed the best team in the division. It wasn't anything like that. And one of the areas I think that they're still got problems is their pass rush. If the Cowboys got Josh Sweat, that could really impact things a lot. So hopefully that's not the case and that won't happen. Yeah. The Giants GM showing agreed to terms on multi-year. 500. Your thoughts on the greatest GM for the Eagles? Rivals letting Saquon Barkley going to us. Well, yeah. I mean, I actually did read this. I did comment on this earlier. I think that the Giants are stupid, and I thank the Giants for being stupid because I don't know how Schoen still has a job, especially after the Barkley debacle. I don't get it, but it is what it is. But I just don't get it. $500. Here's my idea for us to win the Super Bowl: run heavy, pass according, and mix it up. Keep the defense honest and let the D cook. While we'll need to find a speedy guy to be our punt returner. Yeah, I like the mixing it up. I like when teams can basically say, all right, this is the matchup we got this week. We're playing this team, and they're very good against the run, so this is what we got to do. And, I like the one thing I will give New England credit for in the past with Belichick and stuff, they can literally change their offensive philosophy week to week, depending upon who they were playing. And they would do it, and they did it great. I think if you could do that, yeah, I agree with you. BG is on our team right now. If Howie calls, BG will be ready. If I'm BG, I'm probably not coming in until after preseason. I would probably sign like sometime September or early October if I was him. But he did say he wanted to play one more year. And to be quite honest with you, if you look at the way Brandon Graham played last year, he can still play. He can still play. And if he's part of this rotation, holy crap. Holy crap. Yeah, long live Jerry Jones. Hell yeah. Jerry Jones is the man. We need them Kelly Green and black Kelly Green. Oh, yeah, those would be great. Do I have a picture of this? I don't have one on me. Oh, I do. Wait, maybe I can get one here. Let me see if I have it. I'm looking to see if I have it on my computer. Oh, I got the green and Kelly Green. I got this one. This would be like the third alternative. Not definitely this exact replica, but like something to that effect. That would be friggin' awesome. Let me see if I can find the white. I'll show you this. The white helmet. This is what I want the Eagles road helmets to be. I think the Eagles, regardless if they go to Kelly Green or not, I think they need to go to a white helmet like this for the road, like they used to do in the old days. This would be awesome. So you'd have the Kelly Green or green helmets home. Road would be these white ones. And then the Kelly Green wings with the black helmet. That would be my third alternate jersey. That's what I would do if I were the Eagles. Let me see if I have the Jalen mock-up one. Okay, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do have these. And there you go. I wanted to bring these on here, so I have them. And then that would be something like that would be similar to what their road jerseys would look like, or the road uniform. And it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be Kelly Green. I prefer Kelly Green, but just something like that. I think because I think that their road uniforms are just boring. I think they're boring and they're played out, and they need an upgrade. They need a refresh, like big time. Hey, 500. Mark is holding on to Nolan Smith speeding, hasn't stopped talking about it. It's all he's got. It's all he's got. But the thing is, is his guys will get arrested for it, but they'll be like DUI and there'll be all this other stuff included. Just, Mark walks into this stuff all the time. For the Eagles, this kind of stuff happens maybe once every 3-4 years, maybe. Cowboys happens every mid-June to August. So we're coming into Dallas prison season where there'll be multiple arrests. Don't worry. Yeah, the white helmets they used to wear. Yeah, I agree. I don't think the helmets they used to wear were that great when they wore the white ones. But I think something like this, and you can fix it up and modernize it, but I think something like that would be friggin' unbelievable. I think it would look so great on the road, But I do kind of agree with you. The white helmets with the Kelly green wings back in the day didn't look good. I just generally wonder how he will use Tank more this season. He's so good, but yeah, I don't know how he can use him with the packages. Would he just use Justin? Want to use more because Tank? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I expected to go something like, 20 to 25 touches a game for Barkley. Maybe 8 to 10 touches a game for Bigsby. And then the other running backs can split accordingly. Maybe 5, maybe another 10 touches. But I think getting active in the passing game would be one way. I have a Randall Cunningham jersey, Kelly green numbers, original. Oh, yeah, those are beautiful. Those are so beautiful. Eagles uniforms are to die for. Yeah, I am a little bored with the white ones, and I blame Chip Dip Kelly. Remember when Chip Dip Kelly went like 10 weeks wearing white all the time, just wore the white because he thought it was making them cooler. And then the next year they changed from Reebok to Nike, and the I guess the midnight greens weren't available, so we had like another 15 weeks of always wearing the white. It just got played out. The white on white ones I hate. Wow, you got Stowers over. That's crazy. If you have Stowers over 700 yards, what happens to Goddard? That's my question to you. Jedi says, I've never been to a home Eagles game. I want to so bad. I feel if I were to a home game during the winter and during play, it would be, it's unbelievable. Yeah, it's fantastic. Now, I've never been to a playoff game. I've never was at a playoff game, but I've been to a ton of Eagle games, especially when they were at Vet, and then early days of the Link. Then I moved, but I've been to a bunch of road games. The only team I haven't been to in our division, their home, is Dallas. I've never been to a Dallas home game there, like Eagles Dallas. I've seen Dallas Eagles 3 times live, and Dallas beat us every time. So, but that was like the 90s. So, 500. Did you see the video of the podcast hating on Howie Roseman saying he always does this every year? How can he keep getting away with this? No, who did that, Tiffany? No, who did that? And what are they even talking about? That's crazy. I have Saquon jersey, all black stitched, and I have an all stitch AJ Kelly green, and my own dad's black Brian Dawkins jersey. I love the old jerseys. Yeah, I liked when Reebok made them. You hear Malik Neighbors might not be the same guy. 500. He tore MCL, ACL, PCL, and yeah, I heard it may be a while, longer than they think. Logan Motorsports is back. Yeah, happy Friday, everybody. Happy holiday weekend. This is like the weekend to go out, so I'm not surprised we only got 384 people in here. I know some people already get ready for their holiday weekend. Donnie says I got Goddard 800 yards. I think was going to run a lot of 12-man. You might, yeah. I think we're going to see a lot of two tight ends. You know, the thing is Green Bay utilized their tight ends fantastic. If we do that this year, it'll be great. Your Dallas is good luck. Well, I mean, yeah, but in fairness, like, that was like Ty Detmer, and like, you know, Dallas was like, they were winning Super Bowls back then. The only one the one I didn't go to that I was going to go to was the 4th and one. I had to work that day, and I was watching at work. That was the first game I ever officially betted on with a bookie. That was the first Italian bookie guy came around in Jersey, in Runnymede, New Jersey, where I worked in Runnymede, and I bet that game, and I won. That was the first bet I ever made with a bookie, and I was supposed to go to that game. I didn't go to it, but all the other ones I have been to, they beat us. We beat the Giants, and we split with Washington. The ones I've been to. Romero says, "White on white was always a super clean look. I love our white." Yeah, see, I'm just tired of it. Like, I don't know. It just bores me. When they're in a white jersey, like last year they were at the Rams game, they wore the white jerseys at home. It's like, oh no. Now the white and the black pants I kind of liked, but I just think it needs a refresh. You know. Yo, Phil, you see where you're linked to Tyreek Hill earlier? Might be BS. If it was 4 or 5 years ago, I'd be all for it. Yeah, I mean, I did see it. I was actually going to talk about it in my video tomorrow, but I don't know. My thoughts are like, we're linked to every receiver right now. Like, even Diggs, I'm seeing we're linked to him, you know? So it's like, I don't know how true it is, but if he's got anything left, dude, that could be great. Doll Princess of YouTube, what's going on? Nothing compares to the vet. I went to a few games that both the vet rocked. I went to the Eagles-Lions playoff game when the Birds wiped out the Lions with Pete as our. Yeah, that was what was his friggin' name? The offensive lineman of the Lions predicted we were going to win. They were going to beat us. Now the thing with the vet is, in terms of like loudness, in terms of intimidation, yeah, the vet rocked. But man, they had the worst bathrooms ever. Like the bathrooms were like so bad. Like when I would go to a game there, I wouldn't even drink. I would have like, we'd be out like in the you know, out in the parking lot, like eating pizza and everything. I wouldn't do anything because I didn't want to go to the bathroom. You'd have to go with like 6-7 minutes left in the second quarter. That was your only chance, because the bathrooms at the vet were, to me, they're the worst bathrooms ever. I couldn't stand the bathrooms at the vet. Philly, we need those funny skits that you used to do with your family. Yeah, I'll have to do some more. I'll do some more. Is Nick composting this year or coaching? Hopefully composting in terms of not being able to call any offense. But hopefully he'll coach the right way. We need a new dome stadium so we can host fire. No. I think if we do that, we won't win a Super Bowl. It'll be really hard. The vet was a shithole. Was there many times? It was complete shithole. But it was our shithole. Like, I liked it. It as bad as it was, I liked it. Except for the bathrooms. The bathrooms were the worst. Like, literally, I'm literally scarred. Like, being a kid, scarred of the vet's bathrooms. Seriously, I'm scarred from the vet's bathrooms. Legit reporting said the offense was all Mannion and he's complete autonomy, so Nick should be hands off. That's good. That's good, because that's my biggest fear is that Nick gets involved. Like, for example, like, let's say you're up 17-3 at halftime, and then Nick goes over to him and says, "All right, I don't want you guys doing this anymore or this anymore. Basically, let's take our foot off the gas." That's what worries me the most out of everything, you know. Ozfest bath, yeah, I'm sure those were bad too. Yeah, I mean, some of those like Lollapaloozas and stuff where those bathrooms outside are horrendous as well. But man, as a kid, like being a young kid, and then having to go to the bathroom, and then trying to do it with like 7 minutes left in the second quarter, and it would still be a line. Oh man, it used to scar me. Yeah, no more prevent offense, Nick. If you're watching, exactly. You never been? Oh, yeah, definitely got to go. I really love the Eagles having snow games. It's just as much as heavy snow games. It's like the best, honestly. Black Eagles jerseys are the best. I love the midnight green as well, and the Kelly green is third. So I would go Kelly green 1, and then I would go black 2, and then I would go midnight green 3. The worst Eagles jerseys are those Frankfurt Yellow Jacket ones. If Mav is here, I know you can get pissed, but those white and blue ones or those yellow blue ones are horrible. That on the Saturday was it was, dude. It was manhole. I know. Do you remember the one preseason game versus the Ravens? They canceled it because the turf was in such bad shape. Yeah, that was crazy. Nick is a great head coach. Whatever he does, it makes us better. He knows what he's. I think he's a good head coach, and if you want to say great, I think that we could see, but I don't think he's very good at doing coordinator stuff. I don't think he's good at play calling. I don't think he's good at that kind of stuff. If he just does the head coaching stuff and the responsibility of a head coach like Tomlin, like Harbaugh, I think you're right. But it's when he gets involved in the offense I have a problem. If I was Vic Fangio, I would either take away Nolan Smith's jersey number at the start of training camp or have him take reps with the third string team as a warning him to other players. Yeah, I wonder what they're going to do with that. You know, I wonder what his punishment will be. Like, do you guys think he'll get suspended for what happened? I mean, he wasn't thank God nobody got hurt, right? Thank God nobody got hurt, but it's very dangerous what he did. But at least he wasn't drunk. At least he wasn't under the influence or anything like that. Otherwise, it would have been really, really bad. Too Nice, thank you for the super chat, my man. Just watch the history of the Eagles fans on YouTube. Ray Didinger's speech at the end really made me tear up. I felt so much pride. Are you talking about when he says, because I think I know which part you're talking about, where he talks about the Eagles are generational. They're like an heirloom. They're passed down from generation to generation. Because, man, that's so true. You know, I mean, the Eagles, we're there no matter what. We're there when it's bad, when we didn't win anything. It is. It's a family heirloom. It's passed down. My girls, 2 girls, are not from Philly. They never lived in Philly. They never lived in Jersey. But they're Eagle fans because of me. So I agree with you. If that's the part you're talking about, that always gets me emotional too. Too Nice. Romero says, we blew the Raiders out wearing those yellow and baby blue uniforms. That was a definition of an ugly what it was. Dude, I don't know, man. I just thought they were so ugly. That was like Kevin Curtis's big game, wasn't it? Yeah, those were... No, he won't get anything. It's just a traffic violation? That's good, yeah. Yeah, exactly what I'm talking. Yeah, I know that. I know that documentary well. Yeah. Ray did it. I really like Ray Didinger. What you chirping about, Tommy? I like all the uniform combos from early 2000. Midnight green on black and black on white. Yeah, those white on whites, green on green. Yeah, I remember those. Well, what do you think? Don't we got like, what is it, your rival jerseys, something coming? What do you think those are going to look like? Mark Holmes said that he thought of you reminds him of a couch pillow on a hot summer day. So Mark thinks that I remind him. Wait, what? Mark Holmes said he thought of you reminds him of a Raiders couch pillow on a hot summer day. What does that even mean? I don't even know what that means. Mark, I must really be that's because I devastated Mark this past week on Cilio Show. I devastated him. His boy Dak, he didn't know what to do. So I must really be on his mind. But I don't know what that means. What does that mean? That I'm soft? I will double moonwalk that ass with one hand tied behind my back. Brian Westbrook went off that game. McNabb still was a starter. Yeah, he was. You love the yellow and baby blue jerseys, their colors for the city flag. Yeah, no, I know. I get what the flag, what those colors mean, but it's like I just thought they were ugly. I thought it was ugly, and it was like a arrow. It wasn't even like wings. The rider, yeah. What do you think? What does that mean? Rivals uniform? Is it like that you take a color of your rivals and you wear it? Like, I wonder what those are going to look like. That's what he said. Yeah, I don't know what that means. He's losing his mind. I'm telling you, he's not going to make it this year. In terms of Mark's going to end up in the loony bin because he's all out of excuses. Dak's going on to year 11. He's all out of excuses, and he keeps playing both sides of the fence. Well, I didn't say the Cowboys are going to do this, do that, and he's like, "Well, we're going to hit over 9.5 wins this year." Like, it's all over for him. There's nothing left. If they lose this year, it's done. He's got no excuses. He got arrested for reckless driving, 137-70 with all the bullshit that the league has had with driving shit, Rice, Ruggs, name a few. I could see the league leveling a penalty. Yeah, I mean, the only thing that he didn't do that those guys did was he wasn't under the influence of anything. Like, if he's under the influence, then he's in big trouble. But yeah, you might be right, you know? Your very first Eagles jersey was Shady McCoy. My first Eagles jersey was Mike Quick. Mike Quick. My first favorite Eagle player that I fell in love with was Roy Nell Young. I don't know if you guys remember Roy Nell Young, but he was a really, really good corner. Really good. The rival jerseys are going to be super fire. Just look up the rivals uniforms. Yeah, I'm going to check it out. What's good, Dingbat? Enjoy y'all's Memorial Day weekend, and let's fly high like the birds. Hell yeah. Yeah, I hope you guys have a great Memorial Day. I'll have a video out Memorial Day. Hell, I may even do a live stream. But I got nothing going on this weekend. I'm just home. Yours was T.O. T.O. was a good one to have. For that year, my first player I fell in love with Zach Ertz. No, that's definitely not boring. Yeah, you remember Roy Nell Young. I loved Roy Nell Young. First jersey, Carson Wentz. But you kind of low-key look like Mike Quick. Yeah, I know. If I had a mustache, you wouldn't know if I'm Mike Quick or Denzel Washington. F. Hammond, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Phil, you and Mark should have a friendly celebrity boxing match. Someone should call Jake Paul or Aiden Ross. It would be like 5 seconds, dude. He'd be gone. It'd knock him out. He wouldn't last. He wouldn't last. I would be afraid to hurt him. Like, I wouldn't want to hurt him. It'd be quick. You know? It's like my dad used to say, 6 months in the hospital or sure death. Which one do you want? It would be like, your first jersey was Brian Westbrook. Very cool. That's a good jersey, too. When you went to Cilio the other day, Marcus Cilio said that Dak had never had good coaches like the Eagles. And you should have said, what about Kellen Moore? It would have, oh, man. Damn, Jedi Master. That's why you're the Jedi Master. I didn't even think, how did I let that one slip by me? You're right. You're absolutely right. That would have been great. That would have been like drop the mic moment. Yeah, you're right. I messed up that one. I'll remember it next time they set that up because believe me, they'll bring the same thing up again 1,000 times. I'm going to use it. Look at rivalry. Where do I look it up? Let me see here. NFL rivalry jerseys. NFL. Well, I see one for hockey. Packers. Yeah, I don't. Let's see. Okay, so they're like, okay, let me see. So they look like they're all like they're black, right? Well, no, the Buffalo's got a white one. That's like their ice one. That was a pretty cool one. But a lot like I see the Rams, the Niners, theirs are black. It could be the perfect Eagles Kelly green, like black and Kelly green. That it could be good for that. Wilbur Montgomery. Yeah, that's a good one. He called you a couch pill on a hot summer day. I don't even like what? Like what's he doing with a couch pillow on a hot summer day? I don't get it. I think Marcus loses his mind, dude. Mark Holmes says if Land didn't drop the ball, Dallas would have swept the Eagles. I don't think if the Eagles would have not had that prevent offense, Philly would have swept Dallas. It's easier. Yeah, I know. That's my whole point. Is like, okay, if you're gonna say that they almost swept us, then you have to say the Eagles should have swept Dallas. I mean, we were up 21-0, and we already beat you once. You're not having a better pass rush. I'll bet you a stat clown. You are desperate, trying anything to get us to agree with you when you start spitting facts. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you can't be possibly talking to me because I wasn't even talking about the pass rush right now. But the Eagles will have a better pass rush than Dallas. I mean, yeah, I'll take the Eagles interior because it's deeper. I'll take Jonathan Bernard over Gary. Gary was getting cut. I'll take the development of Jalix Hunt. Yeah, I'll take the Eagles defensive line any day. You know? Wait, what's this? Shady's a good one. They should name the race the Philly 500. There you go. I like it. The mental gymnastics everyone's trying to do to convince us Lemon won't be the guy when he's arguably the safest receiver pick in the whole draft. I know, it's crazy, right? It's crazy. Silly as me all the time. He literally looked like a grease ball yesterday. He had a hat and his hair looked. I'm gonna have to show him that. That's funny. I always go Mark's comment saying it's simply right. Tag does not have a ring. And it does. Are you sure you're not banned? You should check and make sure they didn't block you. You never know. Your first jersey was Randall. Oh, Randall was great. Randall was my second. I'll never forget. Shout out to my Aunt Mary and Uncle Mike. That was a Christmas present. Randall Cunningham, the white Randall Cunningham, Kelly Green. 10 head coach, I take over Stewart douchebag. So when I saw Lemon, my reaction was, what the F? What the F? What a wasted pick, fire Howie. I was mad because I really wanted O-line. Yeah, I swear, I just thought about A.J.Brown. I just thought, I can't believe that it's come to this with A.J. Brown. the guy comes to Philly, gets 2 contracts, goes to 2 Super Bowls, wins 1, and he wants out. Like, that's like unheard of. I just wasn't thinking about. I was just thinking about that. Had a Jerome Brown jersey until my ex stole it. Then turned it into rags to clean with. Oh, geez. She overreacted because I thought her sister got a new one. So she overreacted because you banged her sister. Dude, I don't know if she overreacted or not. Oh man, that's funny shit. Mark in his wood shop making Cowboys score holes as we speak. Man, he must be really like Mark must really be going off on me, huh? I have to go see what he's talking about. 500 Dancer literally said he thinks the Eagles are in a downfall and the Cowboys' legacy is about to rise. I can't believe it. I just, I just don't understand. Sometimes I think we're talking about 2 different things. Like, it's like, well, who would you take? Would you take Josh Allen or would you take Jalen Hurts? Well, what are we talking about, though? Like, when you talk about, like, quarterback, like, when you talk about taking a player, like, what are we talking about? Like, are we talking about success? Like, whose career would you take? Because that's how I take that comment. Whose career would you take? Josh Allen that doesn't win? Or Jalen Hurts that has been to 2 Super Bowls and won 1? I think those are, like, I think sometimes we're having 2 completely conversations. He's focused on stats and numbers and how beautiful a guy throws the ball and all that. And I'm focused on results. Because when I was growing up, and I think a lot of older Eagle fans know this, when we grew up, it was Randall Cunningham can't win a playoff game. Oh, Donovan McNabb can't win a playoff game. Oh, Troy Aikman's won 3, So it's like, it was always about the wins. So we get there, and then we win, and then it's not about the wins anymore. It's ridiculous. But to me, is whose career successes would you rather have? I'd rather have Jalen Hurts. He's won a Super Bowl. The Eagles just posted a short on YouTube of our guys playing basketball. Jalen Carter looks like he's ready to go. 500, let's just trade AJ to the Dolphins. I would love that. Yeah, I would love that. I love Markel Bell pick. What a steal. I genuinely love quarterback 1, Jalen Hurts. I defend everyone who thinks he's crazy. Everyone hates on me for taking Jalen over every other quarterback in the NFL. Patty 1 win. But like, it's like, what are we talking about? Like, when we compare these guys, are we comparing like, well, this guy throws better and this guy can throw 90 yards? Like, Josh Allen is a gifted quarterback. There's no question. But if you're talking about whose career would you want coaching your quarterback in your team, it's Hurts because he's won. They're always moving the goalposts. It's in the Eagles. Agree. Yeah, I agree. I agree. If the Eagles didn't win, it would be the Eagles never win. And to me, the whole argument, well, Nick Foles won. Yeah, but Nick Foles didn't play a whole season. Jalen Hurts was there the whole year. 2 times that they went to a Super Bowl. You can look and say, okay, all these quarterbacks have won Super Bowls, that weren't that great. But then if you go and you say, okay, well, how many of those quarterbacks and starting quarterbacks played in 2 different Super Bowls as a starter? It's like Hall of Fame guys. So I think they're all crazy. Hey, Philly, the LA Chargers team plan has been here in Philadelphia for 4 days. Confident? I think not. Yeah, I don't know what to make of it, But yeah, we did talk about that earlier. There's the plane right there. Yeah, I don't know, I don't know. Are they there for him or not? That's the question. Afredo says, AJ not getting traded. Hold the line. Tom Pelissero said on Rich Eisen today, June 1st opens the window for new negotiations with New England and still could take a few weeks to get done because no deal is already. And if I'm Howie, I'm not rushing it. There's no reason to rush it. You have more leverage holding on to him. What's the worst that could happen? You keep him one more year. He's under contract. All the money is already tied into your cap already. So I wouldn't rush it. If I'm the Eagles, I would take this thing well into August. Oh, Phil McConkey. Oh, you're talking about McConkey for you're talking about Lad McConkey. Yeah, they need weapons. That's true. He wants to win with a real quarterback. Yeah, but you mean a quarterback that can actually win, right? Because let's face it. New England their quarterback wasn't really too great. He wasn't really too great in the whole playoffs. The whole playoffs, he was bad. Let's be honest. The only reason the Patriots went to the Super Bowl is because Bo Nix broke his ankle. They don't have it. They get blown out if Bo Nix isn't hurt. For these Patriots fans have joined our chats and now disengaged. Oh, I love it. Let them. But May hasn't won. May went to a Super Bowl and he was horrible. He was horrible in that Super Bowl. If I'm New England, I'm a little worried right now because I have to wonder, is my quarterback a big game quarterback? Can he play good in big games? It's still early, so you can't put that label on him like a guy like Dak. But, he's got to show them something this year because if he goes back to the playoffs this year and is bad again, it's over. But I don't think the Patriots are even going to get to I don't even think they're going to make the playoffs. The thing is truthfully, Ryan Bell's, if AJ really cared about winning, he would stay in Philly. He's got a better chance to win with the Eagles than he does with the Patriots. Patriots are winners, you're losers. Mad kiss the ring, bow down to your mess. Didn't we just beat you guys in the Super Bowl a few years ago? Right? Well, the last time we played in the Super Bowl, we destroyed you. 500 banned me I never banned you. HTTC, that's untrue. I never banned you. Ever banned you. If you were banned, I wouldn't be able to read the comment, first of all. Second of all, I don't ban people. So if somebody in my chat banned you, it was without my knowledge. I don't really care if you believe it or not, but that's the truth. I never banned you. I love that you gave back to Sills and Mark. They should get a room with their love affair with Dak. I know, right? And they should. Me Metal Mike, happy birthday, man. Happy birthday to you, my man. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying your birthday. Over under 12 interceptions for Hurts. See, I think I'm gonna still say under, but I think 12 is about right. I would guess about 12. I think his interceptions go up this year because he's gonna have more opportunities to throw. So I definitely think that's the case. What's the difference between a Buffalo Bill and a dollar bill? A dollar bill it's good for 4 quarters. Oh, man, I love that. That's pretty good. You have a feeling A.J.Brown? Oh, listen, if the Rams, they got what? Maybe 2 years left with Stafford. They just redid his contract. So, yeah, I don't know. Eagles Dynasty says, I got a heavy-duty Eagles hoodie with a yellow jacket helmet and a Nnamdi Asomugha jersey 2 for $5. Oh, man. Asomugha lasted one more season with the Eagles. They were giving them away at one point. Jeez, yeah. I was so excited when they signed him. I could never live that one down because if I was on YouTube, I would have been talking so much smack when we got him. I thought Asomugha was going to be, great. What a disappointment that was. Yeah, they come to my comment, I know. It's crazy. When people always say I ban them, it's like, dude, I don't ban people. I just don't. And then it's like, if I banned you, then how can I, like, somebody said that the other day. Why am I banned on your channel? I said, well, how are you banned on my channel? I can literally see the comment. Everybody sees the comment. I go, did you have another username? No, it was this one. Well, then how can you be banned? The thing is, too, is I have done 4 or 5 times, I have just completely wiped out my block list. Just wiped it out. I don't tell anybody, but I just wipe it out and start over, because I don't know. Sometimes people do, other mods. Sometimes mods do ban people, and then they blame me, and I didn't do anything. So, like, if you want to talk about banning people, I'm the last person you should come to and complain about that. I would go on Dan's show and say nothing but Jalen got a ring, no matter what they ask the whole. I should try that. Just do that. Yeah, Nolan Smith has to be better. He does. He's got to be way better. Jeff Lee, what's going on? How are you? They probably got timed out on another video. I got timed out on Mark's channel on a live. Yeah. Usually it's live channels, And there's people, like, some people just try to protect me, like people. I know people block erase comments because somebody says something mean to me, and I'm like, and then they tell me I blocked this comment because they said this. I'm like, let them say it. Don't worry about it. But I don't block people. It's like against my whole philosophy in life. Cheers don't get respect, clown. Your organization is crooked. Them rings are tainted. We saw what happened last season. Oh, I know, right? I mean, the whole idea to get A.J.Brown has been one giant tampering job by the Patriots, by the way. $500, I sent you the video on Twitter. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out in a minute. I didn't know this was Nolan's second time doing this crap. I don't know if they offer a contract. I think they sign him, but if he makes it through free agency. Yeah, apparently it was his second time. I don't think that it'll prevent it. If he was drunk driving, if he was under the influence, then I think you're right. But the fact that he wasn't under the influence, I don't think it'll prevent it if he goes out and has a great year. After Saquon's contract, would you want Howie to go for Robinson or A-Chain? No, I think I would just be okay getting a running back in draft next year. Like, I wouldn't mind them taking a running back next year, like in the second round or even third, like something early like that. You too, Jeff Lee. You too, my friend. They let Nakobe walk for less. Yeah, I think the thing with Nakobe was the injuries were a problem. They couldn't trust him. So then they had to go out and get Jihad Campbell. So once they got Jihad Campbell, he became expendable. The thing with Grenard is Grenard's a little older, so they really haven't replaced Nolan Smith yet. 500, my issue with Nolan was it happened a week ago. Why all of a sudden did it pop up and went? Yeah, I don't know why it went so long and who was looking for it. Yeah, that's a great question. That's a great question. I don't know. I think Laurie's just he is about certain things, especially. Hey, Philly, how creative does Mannion get with the offense? Do you see any trick plays and so? Yeah, I think there'll be trick plays. I don't know that he's going to overly do it. It's hard to know or get a feel for him, Like, how aggressive will he be in his play calling? All those things I don't know. But what I do think we'll see is I think we'll see a lot more short passes. I think we'll see passes over the middle. I think we're also going to see a lot more throws to the running backs out of the backfield. So I think those things will do. As far as the other stuff, we just got to wait and see. What up, James Worthy? How are you? I can't wait to watch Bernard. I can't wait to watch him develop. That's gonna be fun. Oh crap, wrestling's on tonight. Wrestling's on. I'm trying to get back into wrestling. I'm like, all right, I haven't watched since 2001. Let me try for a few weeks. It's hard right now. My wife just laughs at me. She's like, you should be taping this and putting it online because you're insane. Because I just don't know what the hell's going on. I'm like straight up out of a time. I should do it. I should record. I should do like live for wrestling. My favorite Eagles jersey was one I found in the woods while hiking. And I needed something to wipe my ass, and I later saw a fan wearing it. Oh, that's nice, Gregory Jones. That's a nice thought. Lemon can throw too. Yeah, I like those halfback, those wide receiver option. All the smart Eagle fans are older than me. Dumb ones are around my age. Well, I don't think that you're dumber. I think it's just two different mentalities. Like I think today's Eagle fans, the young ones, I think you guys have had it nothing but success. You've known success early and often, right? So I think in some ways, like you expect more on demand, and you look at those things. Like for us old timers, like we had to go through crazy hell. We had to go through crazy hell. So I think things like appreciating a quarterback that throws or that wins more than puts up big numbers is like makes more sense to us, and things like that. I think you guys are a little bit like you just won a lot. We didn't win a lot. So we've got I think older Eagle fans have more of an edge. I'm hoping Howie went to AJ and said, we will do everything we can to move you wherever you want to, but we value too much that if we don't get the first, you come back and win a Super Bowl. I think he did. I think he did. And I think the reason AJ is quiet, he doesn't say anything, is because AJ knows that this isn't 100% yet. AJ knows that if he doesn't get traded, he's coming back to Philly one more year. So I think Howie did say that. Eagle fans since 79. Shout out to you, man. My first recollection, I remember the Eagles playing, but like the first time I got invested emotionally in the Eagles and fell in love was Dick Vermeil retiring. I was watching Action 6 News, Dave Roberts on the weather, and I was watching Action 6 News, and they had Dick Vermeil crying as he was retiring. That, to me, I emotionally got invested at that day. Obafemi is being forced people. Trick Williams is better than Eric. See, I know who Obafemi is. I watched a little of him. It's giving me Goldberg vibes. And I wasn't a fan of Goldberg. But it's like, yeah, forced down your throat kind of. I don't like that. But they said Roman Reigns was. And I never watched Roman Reigns till just recently. So I don't know if that's true. But he seems all right to me. WA is in the ruthless depression era. Oh, my gosh. You're right. And then they got the Dracula guy. It's like, what the hell is this? This is horrible. I'm going to watch AEW also. I want to see what that's about. I'm 52 from the Hulk Hogan, Andre Giant era. This new stuff is not for me. Yeah, I know. That's how I feel. I mean, I grew up in the Hogan era. Hogan. My favorite was the Junkyard Dog. That was my favorite wrestler growing up. And then I liked the Attitude Era. I thought the Attitude Era was the best era. But, yeah, I hear you. 500, you're trying to get back into wrestling. You just have to watch it. You're coming in when the storylines are already going. just give it time. Yeah, I know. I'm so confused at what's going on, you know? And, like, I never watched Roman Reigns. I never watched CM Punk. I never watched Brock Lesnar. I never watched Seth Rollins. So I don't know any of their storylines or history, you know, as where, like, in Attitude Era, I was there. I was watching live when Scott Hall showed up, you know, doing the NWO thing at WCW. So, yeah, you got to give it time. But it's, I don't know. Right now, it just, I don't know. I can't pinpoint it. And I'm like, I need to watch more. VJ celebrates 56 months of membership. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. What up, Bird Gang? Salute 500. Keep cooking, Mark and Sills. You know it. You know I will. I'm an Eagle fan since 2019 when Wentz went off and MVP Miles Sanders. Man, used to glaze Miles so much. I was cringe back in the good memories. No, there's nothing wrong with that. Might be even harder next year to get good value for him being another year older. You won't get more value. You'll get less value. You'll just have him one more year. You know? WWE is really ass right now. All wrestling. It is. From what I've seen, that's how I feel. You know? But I don't understand what's going on in a lot of it either. So I have to wait and see. But when they put that Dracula guy up there, I said, oh, this is like, oh, I don't know if I can watch this anymore. From you see Mannion presser way better than KP's winning down. Oh my gosh. Chard D. McFroggy. I did, and you're right. Like, he already won me. I'm so impressed with Mannion, even though he hasn't done anything in terms of calling any plays or anything yet. But I liked everything I heard. The superstar wrestlers today would have been background characters in the 90s. Roman Reigns and Cody have no personality or mic skills, straight ass. Well, the thing is that I've noticed so far, I should start a channel going, guys, 2001 time traveler comes to watch wrestling today. But it's like Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, well, CM Punk I saw one time, so I haven't seen much of him, but like, I mean, those guys are established and they're older, but like, who are the young stars that are coming up? Like, who's coming up that seems so great? That's where I'm like, I did watch a little AEW the other day, and they had Chris Jericho was on it, and immediately, like, I felt like, oh, he's better than all these guys that you could tell just by him talking. So it's I'm going to give it some time, but I don't know if I can stick with it. Yeah, Attitude Era was amazing. It's like I want to like it, I want to be into it and enjoy it, but it's just hard right now. Hard Foundation, Flying Brian, the Steiners, British Bulldogs. Yeah, exactly. No, I never watched CM Punk. I stopped watching around 2001. Like right after Stone Cold beat Michaels. And then WCW was going when they basically were supposed to have Nash and Hogan fight, and then they do the finger thing and Nash falls down. I stopped watching WCW, and then a little later WWF. You got a Pete. Oh, I saw a clip of. Yeah, I saw this. Yeah, I saw a clip of this guy. I don't know where he's at, but the pizza wrestler guy where he rolls the pizza and he throws it. That was ridiculous. Yeah, I haven't watched TNA. I haven't watched it. It's TNA's. That's not AEW, right? Where do I watch TNA at? Prime Punk was. Yeah, I don't have any opinion on Punk, Reigns, or Raw. I have no opinion on him. Although I did hear that they tried to shove Reigns down people's throats, but I don't think Reigns was that bad. Like, I just wonder, like, who are the stars now? I know Obafemi guy is getting pushed really hard, but like, I don't know. There's no nobody like I'm like, oh, I like this. And the whole baby face like heel seems to be a lot different too. I don't know. I'm gonna check out AEW. My first real acknowledgement of football was in the hospital waiting room now. 1988, Cunningham rolled out, got his feet kicked out, put his hands down, sprung back up, and hit Keith Jackson on Monday Night Football. Yes. I was sitting upstairs. I was laying on the floor watching Monday Night Football. My dad used to watch it, but I used to have to go to bed because it used to come on like 9. And I was literally like watching it like from the upstairs, and he heard me and he let me come down and watch it because the play was so damn exciting. What would I want from the Chargers? I want a first-round pick. I would want a first-round pick. I know a lot of people are going to say Derwin James, but I would want a first-round pick. Byers touchdown against G-Man, yep. Only part of wrestling that progressed from the back in the day until now are the female wrestlers, divas. Divas are good wrestlers now. Yeah, I haven't gotten into the woman part of it yet. I mean, I think, look, obviously that they got HD cameras now. They got like pyrotechnics and all that stuff like is better now. But in terms of like the product, I don't know. Yeah, Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes. Johnny Blaze, what's up, man? Do I remember? I don't remember. No. TNA AJ Styles. I mean, I know the name AJ Styles, but I don't remember watching AJ Styles. AEW is pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to check it out. Like I said, I came upon it for like a minute, and I saw Jericho. I couldn't believe he's still there. Nobody cares about them gay on this channel. The Cowboys, nah. Undertaker's go. It cannot be the best wrestling match I've ever seen was the Undertaker Mankind Hell in the Cell. My first time seeing the Eagles was beat down on Broncos 2017. They again in the playoffs, Vikings and Super Bowl 2018. 2018 was weird. I was young. My friend's mom used to root for Dallas. Oh, really? Well, you got out of that. My dream trade package for A.J. Brown is a first-round pick in 2027. A first-round pick in 2027 along with like a third-round pick or second-round pick. It'd be something like that. But the rub is that it ends up being like a top 10 pick because whoever gives up that pick winds up stinking. So that would be it. I'm more like, I don't mind if they get Derwin James, don't get me wrong, but I think the Eagles next year's draft with the amount of talent in there, I think we need young first round talents. Would you trade AJ for Derwin James and a second round pick? Yeah. If I'm getting Derwin James and a second round pick, yeah, I would do that. Yeah, I think Brandon Graham's coming back one more year. I do. But I don't know that he's going to show around until like, I don't think he's going to show up until like after preseason. Like, I don't think he wants to be there for camp. I'm a very new Eagle fan. 2022 when I got into football. Also, I'm in Central PA, and these Steeler fans are all over the damn. Yeah, you got Steelers over there. But that's awesome. You've got to see a lot of winning. What's up with the Vanilla Gorilla? Yeah, don't know. Great question. Great question. He didn't show us anything. We'll see what kind of jump he makes in year 2. Hopefully he'll get on the field more. We come in, Caleb Downs, Pickens, Dak, Lamb, Williams are going to hunt. You'll sweep them pigeons. How about them boys, America's team? We come. All right, we'll be here. Well, if your best player is Caleb Downs, a rookie, you're in trouble. And I think that's your best player because you put him first. AJ is worth a first, of course. I mean, look, if Waddle gets a first and a third, how can you take anything less? How can you take anything less, in my opinion? He got a first and a third. You can't take anything less. You just can't do it. Did you? I've never seen Glow. No. What is that? A movie? What up, 500? I'm hyped that Vic confirmed at least 2 more. Yeah, 2 more years. But we got to keep Clint Hurt. He's got to remain with us because I want him to be the defensive coordinator. You got into football. You're 10. You're 25 now. That's not bad. Can't wait for the 500. Oh, I know. I have to get that. I have to finish it up, man. We got a lot to talk about right now. I would trade Nolan Smith and McKee for Buddha and Sweat. So you would trade Nolan and McKee for Buddha. See, I would need more than that. Like, well, you said Nolan Smith and McKee, not Brown. Yeah, I would probably do that too. Yeah, I haven't watched it. Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. It's a movie? I'll check it out. What about Jacksonville? Possible swap for Brian Johnson, Thomas Jr. and a swap pick. If you give me a first round pick and Brian Thomas Jr., I'm good. But like I like Brian Thomas Jr. I do. But I also think we got a lot of wide receivers. Like I as long as I get that, I need that first round pick. That's what I need. I need that first round pick. I witnessed the horrendous 2012 season. Remember that, Philly? The dream team year. Yeah. That was really bad. But you got to do a live stream. Yeah, we're going to do one. I got to put an announcement because the last few I've done a couple on Zoom, but nobody showed up. Only like maybe one person. 500 off topic. Do you know a black hole is the size of a quarter would weigh more than the Earth? No, I didn't know that. But that's crazy. How do they know though? How do they know? How do they know? But that I didn't know that. But that's crazy. Personally, I'd want Antonio Johnson from the Jags. We have too many wide receivers. Oh, I get it. Yeah, I get it. Ryan Johnson is a direct A.J. replacement he made for the deep. I like him. I'm just wondering, like, can you still get a first-round pick with him? Can you get him and a first? We go to the Super Bowl a year, serious about it. So what did you guys do to make you so much better? Like you gave up like 30 plus points a game. So I mean, what do you think you're going to go down like 15? 20? I mean, I don't know what Dallas has done that moves the scale a lot. I think Dallas had a better all season than typical Dallas all seasons. But I mean, I don't think you got all that much better. I like Caleb Downs a lot, but he's a rookie. I don't think your pass rush got all that better. I will never forget the pain from 2004 Super Bowl loss to the Pats. Literally, the whole city crying because of how close we had. That was horrible. But I'll tell you what, to me, the loss that bothers me more than that is still the Tampa Bay loss to close the vet out. That was our game. We go up, Brian Mitchell returns it, walk in, Deuce Staley, 7-0. And then we lose that game, and we would have blown out the Raiders. Southern Eagle fan celebrates 19 months of membership. Thank you so much. A.J.Brown from Myles Garrett off in a second. Yeah, your safety's improved with Downs, but I still think you got linebacker problems. I still think you got problems at the pass rush. Gary, we'll see how good he is. I mean, he used to be good, but they were going to cut him. Like, did he have anything left? And then you have, you lost Clowney, which was like 8.5 sacks. You lost Fowler. So did you replace your pass rush? That would be my question. Like, I was saying this earlier, Weed and Boys. Like, I think if I was Dallas, I'm not trying to give you any ideas, but I would try to get Josh Sweat. If you guys got Josh Sweat, that would be huge. Or like a Max Crosby. Like Dallas pulls a pass rusher out like that, then I think that could change a lot of the dynamics. But other than that, I don't think you guys are. I think you're marginally better. I have a question for you. How was it watching Megatron? I was too young to see him, honestly. I feel like you never seen really good players yet. But hey, I remember he was amazing. Megatron was dominant and he was amazing, but at the same time, it's like a shame because you never got to see Megatron play in any big games. Like Detroit stunk. Maybe they went to the playoffs once or twice with him, I think. So it was like almost felt like wasted career. And it wasn't a wasted career, but I would have loved to see a guy like that in a Super Bowl. Oh man, Mark's so delusional. Yeah. What if we got Buda Baker and a 27th first? I would do that in a second. In a second. But I mean, Arizona's probably holding on hard to that first round pick because that could literally be top 5. NFL Shop has Smitty Kelly green jerseys on sale for $7. Ooh, I might have to order it myself. Especially when McNabb throws a pick 6 to end the game because he's a choker. Yeah, McNabb was a choker. McNabb, I like McNabb, I do. But he choked. In the big games, he choked. He did, even in the playoff games we won, he never really dominated. He was always all right. It's like, I think Dak Prescott is a poor man's. I think Dak Prescott's a poor man, Donovan McNabb. That's what I see him as. 500, you ever see a UFO up close, Philly? I did. Shit was crazy. Like 200 feet up. Then it shot into outer space like 2 seconds. No sound either. I have. Yeah, I've seen it a couple times. One of them I think was definitely I think it was human, but it was, I saw one. And then I saw one driving to Vegas in the desert. Me and my wife saw it, and yeah, it literally was coming from north to south. We were driving west to east, and it was like this green, ballish, flame-looking thing. It comes flying, right? And you think it's like a comet, and it just is coming across from north to south, stops, just dead air, stops floating. And then all of a sudden, it goes east. Boom. 1 second, you can't see it. And I'm like, did I just see that? And I look at my wife, and she's like, you saw that, right? And the thing came flying over, stopped, and then boom, was gone. Crazy. That interception by Vic in 2010 Packers first round hurt. Yeah, that did hurt. I think we could have won a Super Bowl. We win that game. You hear Epps is a leader starting next to Makuba. He's good, just needs to stay healthy. Yeah, I think Carter wins the job. Like, I don't know. I think Epps is. I'm not the biggest fan. Like, I don't believe he's a starter, but we'll see. I said trade AJ right after the Super Bowl when his value was high and his diviness was low, which is reverse. Yeah. Well, you might have been right. One time I catch everybody 500 live. Everybody and their mama wants to call me. Yeah, it happens. I see 2 UFOs over Camp. Oh, that's crazy. That must have been a crazy story. No, I was not on acid or any drugs. I've never done acid. I've never, ever done acid or anything like that. A.J.Brown to the Lions and Brian Branch to the first rounder. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would do that, but I don't think the Lions would do it. They can't afford to lose Brian Branch. She's crazy stuff. I hear you. I was slapping my face to everything I thought was, I know. And it's going to only get crazier what's going to come out. It's getting ready to be insane. Get ready. I'll save it for a stream, but we're going to do one because It's about to get nutty. And if you go back and watch my videos from 10 years ago, I talk about this moment coming. Hey, Philly, could you look up how Clint did as a defensive coordinator with the Seahawks? Yeah, I mean, I don't think they won a lot of games, but it wasn't his fault. I don't think the team was that good. Nah, I don't smoke that. I haven't smoked that since I tried that twice in my whole life. And I was 25 when I did that, and I'm 50 now, so no, it wasn't that. I literally was nothing. It was what I saw was what I said. It was the real thing. I saw a white Tic Tac UFO zigzag triangle UFO float above the shoreline and tried to cloak for 15 minutes. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, and I believe it. Matter of fact, if you look at my shorts, videos, there's if you look at my short videos, one of my most popular ones literally is a UFO being filmed. In the car, I was driving home. It was me, my wife, and kids, and we see this like dot in the sky. It's this metallic looking thing. You can see it. It's on video. And then it splits into two. It starts splitting into multiples. And people are like, you made this up. I'm like, this is the real deal. Check it out if you want to see it, because it's there. A.J. Brown is traded. When the news drops, I'm going to be sad because I'm thankful for everything A.J. Brown gave us 2022, going off in the Super Bowls, winning one. Just hopefully he goes to a bad team. I agree. I'm gonna feel sad too. I'm not gonna lie, but hopefully I'll feel better with compensation. Yeah, no, mine's real. It's real. But people are like, yeah, accusing me in the comments I'm making up. Like, that's the real deal. How long your channel back? Since 2016, August 2016. Yeah, triangles are ours. TikToks are told. I saw a triangle Christmas Eve went over my house about 5 years ago. And it just went over, and it was like hardly any sound, but there was a weird humming. Like, that was kind of weird. I've seen some crazy stuff, man. I'm telling you. If you want to see the UFO I'm talking about, I swear it's dead ass real. Anyways, I am going to have to get going. We are out, oh my God, almost 2 hours. Holy crap. I'm glad I don't have to go back to work. But, yeah, I am going to end this. Oh, wait. Ooh, holographic stuff. We also have holographic invisible blimps. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, the holographic stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna do a conspiracy stream soon. Maybe this weekend. We'll see. Now, the Eagles have one of the worst offenses in team history, and you all are going to change it. That by hiring first-time offensive coordinator and a rookie receiver who is projected to be A.J. Brown's. Well, but you act like the rookie receiver's the only guy. The rookie receiver's going up along with a number one future Hall of Fame wide receiver named Devontae Smith. And to say that it's one of the worst offensive team history, yeah, but the year before they set all sorts of records in the running game. They had they definitely had the best year of any team running the ball. And they went to the Super Bowl and won it. What do you want them to do? Keep the same old stinky coaches? Yeah, of course you got to hire a new coach. That goes with the territory. The Eagles are the real deal because the Eagles got the talent. And we won't have the diva drama. That's true. We won't. Hire another inexperienced 390 flunky and the new O-line coach with the aging O-line not feeling it. Well, you don't know. We don't know what he is. We don't know what he is yet, the offensive line coach. Like, is he Stoutland? Would I have got rid of Stoutland? No. I didn't like the way Nick handled, like, the way he treated Stoutland. But, look, if that aging offensive line that you talk about is not all that old. I mean, maybe they are injury and body wear and tear, but age-wise, they're not. Juergens is fairly young. Dickerson's young. Mulata's fairly young. Steen is young. Only Lane. If those guys would come back and they're healthy, that'll change everything, you know? So we will see. Clark, thank you for super chat, my man. He goes, 500, what's up? But he just pulled up from work. What's going on, my man? How are you? Anyways, guys, I am going to end this now. I got to get some things done, but I hope you guys have a great, great night. Check out that UFO short I'm talking about. I'm telling you, it's the real deal. And if you want to see something, but definitely thank you guys for hanging out and joining me today. I will definitely be back with a video most likely tomorrow. You know, I had a video. I posted a video on Twitter. What was the video on? What was the video on that got shut down? Well, that sounds interesting. But anyways, guys, I'm going to get going. I will talk to you guys later. With that said, we out. Peace.
2 minutes to go. You have plenty of time.
Come on.
Oh, shit! Dad! No!
It's over! It's over! This game is over! Cut it off, it's over!
Fuck.
Congratulations, Green Bay! Congratulations, Green Bay! Congratulations, Green Bay!
I said run the ball.
Congratulations, Green Bay! Dak Prescott, you need to be fired today! That was on you, Dak! That was on you, Dak! That was on you, Dak!
I said run the ball.
That was on Dak Prescott! Trying to feed the fantasy lamb! Trying to feed the sea lamb! You tried to feed the sea lamb! You tried to give it to sea lamb! God! It's over! It's over, Dak! Put Trey Lance in the game. Trey Lance can't do worse than you.
I'm an idiot because I buy into this shit. I buy into this shit. Because here's the thing. I am a grown-ass man. And I talk the talk. It is killing me.
I feel it coming. I feel like it's going to take Jerry Jones taking